the 19th of December. We are getting close to the big day. Got my zips from yesterday, and last night I whizzed my dress together. Like, genuinely whizzed. So it's all made, and all I have now is on the centre back. I've got this big opening, and it's going to be closed with the zip. What else do I need to do to it? It needs to be hemmed, and last time, what did I do last time? Oh yeah, last time I finished everything. I think I let it hang overnight. I did let it hang overnight already. I just pinned the back closed. I had a look in the mirror and I noticed it was longer in the front, so I just trimmed that bit off, and then I did a pin hem. So yeah, that's really easy, and it's not a really wide hem. It's not like a circle skirt. Hemming that would take ages. So yeah, it fits. I'm really happy with it, and so I was going to put that around my neck. That's clearly not long enough. I'm really happy with the little collar with the hook and eye closure. God, my eyelid is like twitching. Oh, and then at the bottom here is perfectly flat. Oh, so good. When I machined it, and then I just dolloped some of that fray check. I'm telling you, I use this all the time and it lasts for ages. Anyway, dolloped that on there. I was going to say I'd let it dry. You can let it dry. I snipped as close as I could get, turned it round, and oh, that's one of those things that is, when it goes wrong, it's so irritating, because it's right slap back in the middle. So in terms of placement, if you're going to notice it, any imperfection, it's going to be something right in the middle on the front. And then you've got the split, which draws the eye and finishes there. I mean, it's still only finishing like here. It's not racy really, but just got it first try and didn't even have to go back in. I don't think it matters how long I sew. There are some things, like when you turn a collar round from the inside to the right side, you press it and it's crisp and it's even, you're like, or a zip. Every time I put in a zip and I open it and close it and it opens and closes, like as if I actually whittled the zip with my bare hands and made the zip. No, I bought the zip, but still, for some reason, I'm so impressed with myself. Anyway, that is what I'm going to do today, and I need to block my Susie. That needs to be blocked. Then I've also got the black polo neck. That needs ends weaving in and blocking. I don't really have like the surface space to be blocking multiple knitwear, so let's do the Susie first. So I'm just looking over there because there's a sleeping baby. So she bounced herself to sleep, and mostly I do catch her before she falls asleep in there, or like within like a minute or two, and then I take her to bed. But once she has been asleep in there for over a certain amount of time, she needs to be left, because otherwise she's going to scream blue bloody murder. No, we don't need that, so that's fine. And she's very, very happy sleeping there. I like it when she half wakes up. She's still asleep and she starts bouncing, but her eyes are closed and she's asleep, and she just starts bouncing her legs. It's very funny. Anyway, let's get this sorted, because I also have a skirt that I want to make. So the pattern is currently, it's basically, you can't see anything, but it's just the pencil skirt with this deep pleat here. I used, what did I use? I used the tutorial from the Tara Dayton Atelier video tutorial that she did, and I was just checking the placement of the pleat was all right. You can see the edge there of the pattern, and you can also see it was a pencil shape and I have straightened it. So that inner line was the pencil line, which is tapered, and then I have straightened it. And then I think what I need to do is, because this pattern is a little bit old now, I think I'm just gonna add like a little bit extra front and back just on the side seams, whiz it together and just try it on. And that was what the other zip was for. Ooh. Yeah, so I got like this rosy pink zip, and I thought with corduroy you can't do a concealed zip, so this will have to be some kind of lap zip, I suppose. And I'm watching the Larkins, which, to be honest, I'm not sure about it. It's set in the 50s, this funny family, and it's very much like Nanny McPhee, and the colours are like super saturated, and it's vintage in a kind of like generalised way rather than time specific appropriate, I think. But it's really funny. And yeah, those are not the main characters, those are the mum's sister and that lady's husband and weird child. So yeah, I think I'm on episode 4 or 5, and it's funny, and that's kind of what I'm looking for today. So this is my viewpoint, and yeah, I wonder if I can cut that fabric out. That would be good to also get the skirt sorted today. Okie dokie, it's finished. Well, almost kind of finished. I put the zip in and it's laying flat. Ooh. Anyway, it just needs hemming. And it is longer in front, kind of shorter in the centre back seam. That may be because when I let it hang, all of the viscose stretches out, but if it's a seam, then it won't stretch, and there's a centre back seam. But then the side seams haven't. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Oh, let's find the shoes. Got some kind of 40s style shoes. I really like these. They've got this like little hole in the front, and I really like the curve of the heel. It's very curvy. Not the Susie that I've made, it's just well, it was the first ever beauty school top I made, and I've worn it quite a lot. I thought I would just check. Yeah, that's cute. Yeah, that's cute. So there's an option with the peach, and then the Susie is like way paler, and that will have like the fun detailing. So yeah, I really like the print as a skirt, and even I like the collar, but I just felt like with all of that yellow, like next to my face, it was a bit, it was like a little bit much. So that for me like really diffuses it quite nicely. Yeah, very cute. So I could wear this or the Susie one. We're gonna see if the Susie has got its ribbon. If not, that can wait for New Year's, because I have somewhere to go for New Year's. I'm going to see my auntie and uncle for New Year's, which I'm really excited for. It'd just be them and their son, my cousin. So this will be very elegant. And I think I'm going to buy them a bottle of Advocaat, a bottle of lemonade, some glacé cherries and some lime juice pre-squeezed, because it's more common and fabulous. Common like lower class, not common like more easily available. Because if you're going to make an Advocaat, you want to make it common. It's all part of the joy of it. Anyway, I'm so happy with this. Also, I never wear these shoes. I have a strappy shoe as well from the same brand. Also in black, which I could also wear. Anyway, let's get back in those slippers. Excuse me. Excuse me. That's Mummy's chair, huh? Oh, you're too cute. You're so lovely. You're so lovely. I like your paws, but they've got very, very dangers in them. Dangers in the paws. Oh, you're so cute. I love you. You're so cute. I love you. You're so cute. I love you. Yeah. Oh, 20th of December. I'm just pinning my dress on the hem. I thought it was level on the mannequin, but it needs to come up on the side seams. So I'll put it back on the mannequin, pin it across again, a little bit shorter on the sides, and then I don't mind if it's not like completely level, but you know, more or less is more or less is what we're going for. Today is Monday, and this is now the final countdown to Christmas on Saturday. We've got some grocery shopping to do this evening. Jason has his booster vaccination at like 5, so he has to finish work a tiny bit early to go and have that done. Then we're going to go do some food shopping, and then my vaccination booster is I think at like 8 o'clock. So we've got like this window of time. We should have gone food shopping at the weekend. I told Jason let's go Saturday. Nope. I told him let's go Sunday. Nope. So now we have to slot it in there. Really annoying timing. Also, I don't know what I'm cooking for dinner because there's no food. So I don't know. Anyway, I just thought let's get this sorted. Let's get my little top blocked, because in case I fall off the edge of the earth after my vaccination booster, which some people have not had great reactions to. I was fine my first vaccination. My second vaccination, I was really under the weather. So who knows what's going to happen, but after having such a bad experience with just basically the common cold last week, I don't want to risk having COVID. Not for me. So yeah, let's do my little few chores and sewing bits. I would really like to cut that skirt out and overlock it, and just maybe start sewing it. Maybe even get a zip in, and then just as and where I've got a bit of time, I can do some of that. That doesn't matter if I finish it or not. I hope I'm gonna like it. I'm not 100% sold on whether corduroy is the best choice, but I would use velvet for that, and velvet is very similar to corduroy, so I feel like I'm going to be okay with the style choice. Wonder if you can hear that massive banging. It's Lila in that bouncy thing right above my head. Do you want to go to sleep, Bubba? In your bed? Hey, you're all crusty. Look at these teeth. Hi, Nunu. Just ironed my corduroy. It's really pretty. It was a remnant from Felicity Fabrics online, and I just popped it in my order with some leopard print, which I think I'm going to be getting for Christmas. Yeah, so it's really nice on the front, but after I washed it on the back, it's kind of got some random bobbly bits come up, and I was a bit confused, and when I've kind of tried to pick them off, I've realised that they're actually attached to the front fluff, and it's just part of that, I don't know, pile that's come through to the other side. So that, I mean, it hasn't affected the actual fabric at all, really, but and it doesn't really feel rough. Of course, I'm going to wear it on my bum, not on my neck. You know, being a skirt and all. But I washed it. Did I wash it on maybe a 30 degree? Maybe I washed it too hot. Maybe you're not meant to wash it, but the front just looks so beautiful and hasn't changed at all in washing. Yeah. Anyway, it was a remnant, so worst comes to the worst. It cost me £10. I've not lost anything. So I'm going to cut this out, and I thought it was going to fray a lot, but actually this hasn't frayed. Maybe it will fray in the opposite direction. That selvage is so fluffy. I never seen such a fluffy selvage. It's a funny selvage. Anyway, yeah, let's get cutting. And I think I need to do a bit of tidying, because to cut out I need to lay something down. There's no space for laying. No space. No space at all. doing, Henry? What are you doing? You don't like to snuggle me. I feel like the stepmother from Cinderella. She sits there in her great big bed just stroking her cat. Oh, you're so lovely. Oh, I love you. Look, you purdy pony. Oh, Lila loves it. Oh, Lila loves her. You look a bit droopy this morning, girl. Happy days. Oh, my pony. Where are we? Where are we? Yeah. Who's that? Hello.
You can't eat his nose. Yes. And he needs it for another day. Yes. Well, give him a high five. Oh, fabulous. Yes. Is that nice? Oh, is he good? Look, tickle his ear. Tickle his ear. Oh, that's good. Well, it's made his day, that has. Yeah.
Got my Susie blocking. It's still really wet. It's been there for overnight, but it's sopping. My dress is folded up and ready to go. And then we've got this one. It's just pinned on for the moment. It's just the front piece. I've got the back pieces here. So I'm just going to thread up the overlocker and the main machine, clear off my tray of fairy lights and things, and I think I can get this done today. And I also need to do a bit of video editing because I seem to be collecting footage and not doing anything with it. So yeah, and I've got my little girl over there. Hey princess, oh you're so lovely. What's going on out there, girl? What's going on? Hey? The Father Christmas this morning was very good. He was very friendly, and I think we got a group picture on Jason's phone. I'll have to ask him to send me that. Yeah, it's always touch and go with the Santa's Grotto. You can go one of two ways, but never mind. It was really enjoyable. Yeah. Oh, bless my little darling. Oh. Girl. Oh, you're a good girl. Good girl. Yeah, I just want to get that skirt down, and then I feel like I've done such a good amount of making this December. For the 21st, I'm sure I've said that. Yeah, I've got in last night we did some food shopping. I didn't get everything I needed because we went to Lidl, and Lidl is, as much as I really enjoy shopping in Lidl, I think they do really good stuff at a really good price. They don't do so many branded things and kind of specialist things, especially, what's the aisle? I think they call it world foods, like ingredients from other countries and other ethnicities. They don't really stock those types of things, and it's surprising actually how many of those things I use. So particularly I wanted to make some kind of like a Turkish or Lebanese eggs, which are poached eggs on top of a yogurt that has been strained, and then it's got like a sauce with harissa, which is a chili sauce. It's like a paste, and I thin it down with some olive oil, drizzle that on with some pomegranate seeds, and I make it with flatbreads. Oh, so good. Don't know if Jason will eat that actually. I don't think he likes the yogurty. I know, fussy pony. On the good side, I pulled all these threads out last night, and I thought, oh, they're all too pale. But actually today, they're fine. They're fine. And the one that I thought would be the best match last night is not the one I would pick today. So that's interesting. I'm glad I waited until this morning. So I will thread whatever the best one is. I'll thread onto my normal machine, which is in front of me, and then the overlocker here I will thread with the less good ones. I've only got 4, so I'll need to make a bobbin, like wind off some onto a bobbin, and then I need to remind myself. There's an illustration actually inside this machine which shows me which spool is which part of the overlock. Here's what I mean. So that is a picture of all your spools, 1 to 4, and they correlate to here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It says here 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's a picture here of what that makes actually on the overlock. So I know that the orange and the blue, which are 3 and 4 on there, I know that those two are really not seen very much at all, so they can be a worse colour match. And then I know 1 and 2, you can see, are much more visible, so I need to make sure that those are the better colour match, which are 1 and 2. So that, I really like this machine. It's a Genome 9200D. The only thing I don't like about it is quite noisy. That is annoying. And also all the fluffs come out here and then basically onto my lap because there's no like a lint tray, and that is stupid. I don't know why so many domestic overlockers have that. And the price difference between this model and then something higher end with the tray was quite a lot, so I just didn't bother. I didn't think it was worth it just for a tray. But the quality of stitching is really good. It's really easy to thread, particularly because you've got that illustration here which shows you all the points where something is happening. So I'm very happy with that machine, just in case you were in the market. It's a little bit big on the waist. And then I haven't pressed the dart, but it needs to be tighter on the hip. By probably the exact amount that I added extra. Typical. So I'm just going to attempt to pin it on myself. I've got to say, I do my own fitting. I hate it. I despise fitting myself. I loved it when I worked at a department store and everyone knew how to sew and how to fit. And I could just go over to my colleague and be like, do you mind quickly bit of this for me? Oh my gosh, what a luxury. Although, with that came all of the other problems that you ask one person, and now 20 girls are going to be like, oh no, I wouldn't do it like that. Oh no, I wouldn't do it like that. Oh no, that's too tight. Oh no, that's too loose. Oh my gosh. But that was all part of the fun. I do really like it. The pleats are sitting a bit funny because they need to be in a waistband, like secured. Right now they're just flapping about, so I need to make a waistband. Yeah, I think I'm going to also taper this skirt because I made it totally straight, and I feel like maybe, yeah, so I think that's nicer than that. That's just a bit flappy. So basically I'm reverting all of the fit changes that I added by adding extra on the sides and by making it a straight skirt. I'm now just getting rid of all those things. That's really annoying. But it's not really annoying. I'm just gonna whack a bit off the sides. I mean, it's hardly difficult. In fact, I can use my original pattern and just around the sides. Oh, that's brilliant. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that now. And then I think the only place I might need is just on the waist. That I probably could have just like gone a little bit, like 1/4 of an inch instead of 5/8 of an inch. I could have done 3/8 of an inch seam allowance and just like nabbed that little extra rather than going to the effort of adding throughout the pattern. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm really excited about this and I'm hoping it's going to go real nice with this. But it does, I think, already look very nice with the white. Although I've worn it many times and it needs a little wash and block. And I need to just like pull it down because where I've worn it so much, it's slightly stretched outwards and then you lose a bit of the length. It jumps. So when I rewash things, I tend to block them longer and thinner. Yeah, because as I move around, I never used to really get that problem, but now because I'm like crawling on the floor and lifting babies up and things, well, one baby, not like multiple random people's babies, I get that more stretch on my knitwears. But I mean, no biggie. Hi, pretty girl. Hi. Oh, yeah. Where are we going? Where are we going? Should we go upstairs? Up. Seen a little bit of footage of me doing the hem. It's all hemmed and ready to go. The last thing I need to do on this skirt is a waistband or a facing. I think I'm going to do a waistband, which I need to cut and fuse, etc. And then the other thing I want to do today, which will then round up fully the gift knitting for Lila, is I just need to make a dress. So this is the last little bit of gift making. I've just whipped up this jumper. Just need to do a popper on the back. I think one is enough. And then she needs a dress. So I think that, just like a little smock. So I've just done this little dress. I put some elastic on the waist, just like slightly. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, I need a popper on the centre back, and I need to weave in 2 ends on that and a popper. I am very impressed with my little self. I really like the little dress with the elastic on the waist. I was gonna put a trim on the bottom, and I did, and then I didn't like it, so I took it off. Never mind. I was gonna do a ribbing on the neckline, but I don't know. No, I think we just leave her as she is. Her jumper is a bit lumpy. It's a bit lumpy, isn't it? It's a bit sad and lumpy, but it's kind of the beauty of a doll, is the lumpiness of the outfit. Oh, it's not bad, is it? With the little popper, and the little keyhole is quite sweet. It's got ribbing on the bottom and ribbing on the cuffs. Don't you look over here, you'll spoil Christmas. You'll spoil it. Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will. Yeah. So, yeah, that is now finished, and oh my gosh, making dolls' clothes is a little bit tricky, and I think actually needs to be sewn in a different way, like a different order than you would for full-size clothes, because you just can't get in. You just can't get in. I think you need to like hem everything, hem all the edges first before you stitch it together, because once it's stitched in, trying to get in and do an armhole or a neckline. Had to do those bits by hand, but I'm pretty happy with that. I just think the neckline lets it down of the jumper. Don't know, what do you think? Do you care? Because I cast off a few stitches, so that goes in a line, but then that doesn't. I don't know. Obviously, I would not leave it raw if it was for me, but like the jumper was for me, not the doll. Let's be honest, the doll is mostly just for me. If I had some ribbon in thin enough, I could thread it through here and then she'd be wearing a Susie. Anyway, there we go. She's all ready to go, and I happened to find a quilt block that I didn't use for one of my quilts, and it's a little bit too big, but I thought I could back it with something, not now, but like next month maybe, and just make it as a little like liner for this, or a blanket. I thought that would be sweet. Another use other than hot water bottle covers, cushion covers. What else can we do with all those little bits and pieces, half finished EPP projects? Dolly quilts. Anyway, this has been such a fabulous little project, and I've been listening to, oh, what's the audiobook? Little House in the Big Woods, and especially the part about Christmas, and where Lara gets a cloth dolly for Christmas because she didn't have one, and she lets everybody hold the dolly. I would not be letting you hold the dolly, I'm just saying. If I had been given a cloth dolly, I would not be letting people have a go on it. You can have a go on Boxing Day, but Christmas Day, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I once had to lend my friend a dress on my birthday party, and one of my presents was this dress. I had not even worn it, and my mum made me lend it to my friend to wear for the party because she spilt something on her own dress. I pulled a right tantrum. I remember it so vividly. I was furious. I hadn't even worn it yet. Also, she was so irresponsible, she'd spilt on her own dress. I never spilled on my dresses. I was very particular as a small child. So I would not be lending out my dollies. Even for them just to hold for a minute. But anyway, I thought she was very gracious. I could feel the anxiety though, that when she's letting her sister hold the dolly. And her cousins, I think. Yeah, hold the dolly. I would not. I'm sorry. You can hold my dolly the day after, not when I've just got her. But Lila has no siblings, so she will not have that kind of problem. Oh. Anyway, perfect little project. And yeah, only the doll's clothes were the problem. Her dress did look a bit like a potato sack until I added a little bit of a waist neck gathering and that like a little elastic on the waist. It doesn't do much, but it just makes it not look like a potato sack. You need a nap? No, Ma, don't need a nap. You sure? Nah, I'm all right, Ma. I'm all right, Mama. You sure? Yeah. I'll just eat some of this. I'll eat some of this poof. I'll eat some poof. Mmm. All the stains on it. Milk. Is that your milk? Yeah. Slovenly housekeeper, me, aren't I? You spin your bib round. Spin it. Spin it. Spin it. Spin it. Spin it. Love you very much. All those teeth. Yeah. 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 Oh, I need those cheeks. I'm going to eat those cheeks. It is the 23rd of December. T-minus 2 days? You call that 2 sleeps? I think you say 2 sleeps now. So, I need to go to the shops and buy a few little nibbly bits. And I need to buy something for Barbara next door because last year I didn't, and then I felt awful because she bought me something. Just like a nice packet of biscuits from Marks and Spencer's, but a tin, not a plastic packet. And then the last things for Christmas dinner, the vegetables. So, me and little young Missy down there. Little young Missy. we're going to go out with the pram. I'm going to jam pack that pram full of as much as I can, and I'm going to have the nappy bag, which I'm going to take all the nappies out of. That is a backpack, and I'm going to fill it. You're going to be of no use, are you? You could be a hindrance. Hindrance. But you're a cutie, so we don't mind. You're a cutie. Go in your cage. Go on. Go in your cage. Nah, Ma, I don't want to go in that cage. I don't want to. I want to chew electrical cables and eat cat food. Neither of which she is allowed to do. That's why I bought the baby cage, also known as a playpen. Anyway, also, as well as the nibbly bits, I need a dessert. Or maybe a few desserts. I like the individual desserts, so then I can pick a few for myself, because Jason doesn't eat pudding. Then also, I do like to buy a few toiletries for Jason for his Christmas presents. Just to bulk up his pile, which every time he opens a toiletry, he always looks like really disappointed. But the gift is not the toiletry. The gift is that in January, when he runs out of said toiletry, instead of going, oh no, I've run out, I have to go to the shops, he has one in stock. So my gift is the convenience of having one there, right? Then he's very happy when that happens. But when he opens it, he looks like a very ungrateful small child who actually deserved to have the lump of coal rather than the toiletry. So yeah, this is already sounding really heavy. Really heavy. Now, a normal person would go in 2 trips, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Also, I don't drive. So this is a, what do they call it? Shanks pony ride. It just means I'm going to walk. And, yeah, I'm not doing that walk twice. It's an awful walk. It's long, and it's on a main road, and I don't like it. But we need to go. It needs to be done. So let's do it. Then, I think today, I want to finish that skirt, and I received something in the post from Lila, which she clearly seems to have, either her or her sister, Nina the little grey cat, seems to have gone to London to buy me something, which I may show you later. And due to that present, which I did peek, I peeked. I had to peek. It was in a Selfridges box. I mean, it would have been rude not to peek. I now really want to sew my dressing gown, at least start it. Especially if I'm going to go and see my aunt and uncle for New Year's. Not only would I have some fabulous outfits, but I would also have a fabulous dressing gown. So in the morning I can be like Lady Muck. And drinking my Bucks Fizz. I clearly think that couple of days stay in that cottage is going to be way more glamorous than it actually is. It will not be glamorous. It'll be me crawling around on the floor with Lila and the dog, their dog, and which is very funny because Lila's very small and the dog is very big, and the dog adores her. She's such a kind little dog. Well, a kind big dog. Anyway, are you ready? Can we go to the supermarket now? Yes. I've talked for 4 minutes, 29 seconds. Get out, Ma. Get out there and do your chores. Yep. And when I come back, I'm going to fold all this clean laundry and put it in her little cubby holes. Yes. Yes. Yes, I am. Ah, you're a cutie. Show me that dimple. Show me that dimple. Just got to one. You've just got to one. Where is it? Where's that dimple? Where's my favourite dimple? Is it there? Is it there? Well, that was awful. My God. Mayhem. Mayhem. The panic. The fear on the employees' faces. The empty shelves. People are panic buying, but she's fine. Look. Look at that. Look at that. I'm just chilling. I am sweating. But Barbara's got some nice biscuits, so we are sorted. I cannot even tell you how bad that shopping experience was. Oh my. I nearly lost it. I was either gonna I was either going to slap someone or burst into tears at one point. It says on the door, masks are compulsory. Apparently, manners are not. Leave the manners at the door as long as you're wearing your mask, that's fine. Oh my god. Maybe it's the masks that does it to people, the anonymity. Or, I never used to go into a shop with a baby, obviously before I had a baby. I didn't have a baby. And so I'd always wear headphones. So maybe I have like desensitized myself to the real world and just lived in a like little bubble of my relaxing music, because that was sensory overload in there. And I thought Marks and Spencer's is going to be bad, and it was, because it's a small shop and it's not really like very wide aisles. But Sainsbury's is large, and if anything it was worse. So I've just had a bath, washed my hair. Lila is sleeping. I'm going to do my manicure. I took it off yesterday. I never do the whole thing in one day, ever. So I always take it off the night before, and I always do it straight away after I've had a shower or a bath, because once I've done it, if I shower or bath within 24 hours, I find they peel off. Just my little tip there for you. So the year before lockdown, I bought this lamp, this Miley Pro lamp, and I bought it as a kit because I just thought it was so expensive to get your nails done. And the colour I'm using is Requiem for a Pink. Requiem for a Pink? It's not going to show you, because this front camera does not have a zoomable quality, focusable quality. Anyway, one of my best purchases I've ever made, to be honest. And, oh, where is it? Recently I'd been finding it was peeling a little bit, because my nails are like super bendy. So I invested in this 5-in-1 gel builder, and I use this direct on the nail as a base coat. I just use one, but you can do two. Put your colours on, 2 layers of colour, and then finish it with this as a top coat, and it really strengthens. And you can use like one of those forms underneath and paint your nail longer and extend the nail. I don't do that, but this just means yesterday's manicure was over 2.5 weeks old and it was still fine. I could have kept it for 3 weeks, and that's a long time, but it was really far away. So that is my little product tip, because I just used to use the ordinary base coat, and since having a baby I noticed my nails are really bendy, so that makes a massive difference. Oh, and let me show you. Oh. I know you're not here for the nail polish, but just in case, one of the reasons that I hate gel nail polish is taking it off, wrapping the nail in tin foil with that cotton soaked in acetone. What a palaver. This one, above the top of the nail, slap this on, magic gel remover, and literally it cracks before your eyes, and you just need to use an orange stick, you know, the little wooden sticks, and it all peels off. I'm telling you, and no damage to the nail. Game-changing product, but I assume that this is for this range of products that I use. So I've got their My Gel Colour, My Gel Magic, whatever, My Gel Top Coat, so they all match. To be honest, I only ever use the red, what's the red called? It's not, well, that's weird, it's not named. It's like chili pepper red. Anyway, I just used their bright red, and then maybe the label came off the bottom. Yeah, and this pink. Those are my two main colours. And actually that gel builder, that one, you can get it coloured. So you can just paint your nails, and there's like a really pale pink or a peach, and it just does like a semi-translucent, so you can kind of, it's not like a block colour. You can slightly see through the nail, but it looks very, very nice. This is just clear. Anyway, I'm going to do this and I'm going to watch on Jason's iPad Sex and the City episode 4. I didn't think I was going to like it. There is no Samantha. I love it. I love it. It's a little bit depressing, but I don't mind that. It's still fabulous. And I love Miranda more than I've ever loved Miranda. But now there's the alcohol issue. Oh.